Hi, friends. It's Joy with In Search of Joy Wellness. I really appreciate you joining me this week. I appreciate the people that have been viewing my videos. Thank you so much. Please leave comments below and let me know if these videos are working out for you or if you have any kind suggestions. I'd be willing to entertain those. Today I decided to do a video I'm calling it Wring Out the Yuck. I don't know if many of my beautiful patriot friends out there are feeling the stress of 2021. I myself have experienced a lot of loss in my life and this year. And not to get on a down note, because I feel that 2021 has been an extremely, I don't know how to say it other than I've been extremely blessed. At the same time, my heart has been ripped apart. So this video is dedicated to my sweet little friend Wiggles. Wiggles was my 17-year-old beautiful copper kitty, and she passed away on December 8th on my birthday. It was beautiful and sweet all at the same time. The one thing that I can say that came from it was my faith in God has grown so much stronger, and my walk with the Lord has grown so much stronger. So we're going to do a bunch of twists today. We're going to get that tension out of the body, and we're going to move all of those negative emotions that no longer serve a purpose. We're going to flow them out. We're going to get all of that stagnant energy, and we're going to open up and get in the nooks and crannies to squish out all that nastiness. The only way I can think about it. All those dark energies that get locked up inside of our body that cause pain and disease and lots of yuck. So without any more blah blah blahs, let's get to moving our bodies around. I'm also wearing my labradorite stone today. Labradorite is a very grounding stone that is a protection stone. And I have placed my heart with my labradorite stone to protect the fragility of it. Our beautiful, vulnerable heart. Constantly wanting love, letting ourselves fall into it with the knowing that at the end we're going to be crushed. However, we put ourselves back together and we love again. The beautiful, amazing heart. So let's go ahead and take nice calming breaths. Place your hands on your knees, palms up. Gesture of receiving some healing from Source, from the Creator. Set an intention for your practice today. And thank yourself for showing up. Go ahead and flutter our eyes open. We're going to do some neck rolls. But first we're going to start by stretching out our neck on each side before we do the neck rolls. So we're going to go ahead and inhale, exhale, the right ear down to the right shoulder. Keeping your shoulders in line. If you have a tendency of doing this, make sure that your shoulders are straight. Spine is lengthened. Crown of the head reaching up to the sky. already lengthened out as you exhale. Now, if you want a little bit more stretch in this area, you can place your hands, left hand on the shoulder, right hand on the top of the head, like right by fingers by the ear, and gently pull apart. This causes a little traction. Next inhale, head atop the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, over to the left. Oh, I'm in a lot of pain in my shoulders and neck. Taking the left hand to the head, right hand to the shoulder, and gently pulling apart. Inhale. Oh, let's go ahead and do that on each side one more time because I need it. Maybe you do too. Exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, head over to the left shoulder. I have to breathe through this one. This hurts. Inhale, head up. This is my little boy, Trinidad. Is it Trinidad? Yep. And he looks like he's about to do something he shouldn't do. Get away from my plants. Go. Go, go, go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to exhale and we're going to bring our chin to our chest. Oh my goodness. Take your hands and clasp them in the back of the head, not at the neck, not at the base of the neck, but on the head itself, skull itself. I'm going to play with my stone. That gives a little traction. I don't know if you guys feel that. Keeping your spine lengthened. The only thing that is in is your neck to your chest, or your chin to your chest. Why do I keep saying neck? And go ahead and start to turn your head over to the left. Oh, see how that changes? Stretch. Go ahead and twist over to the left a little. Chin still tucked to the chest. Let's go ahead and replace the original chin to chest. And on exhale, actually, on an inhale, release the head. And let's start to look forward. It's an interesting cue. Now we're going to look up. And as we look up, don't jerk your neck back, your head back, so that your skull cranks back into the upper part of your spinal cord. And so what you want to do is you're going to look up to the sky and you're going to act as if you were pulling your chin up to the sky. That helps keep length in this area and it prevents you from shrinking or crunching in your neck. I wonder what the actual term is that? Shoulders straight down, spine elongated. Let's exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, relax. I don't know if you felt that, but when I was pulling my chin here, I could feel the pressure in here, the tightness in my... You know, it's amazing how you think that your neck is tight in the back and you have all this strain and stress in the back of your neck, but actually it could be from up here, the muscles up front being squished in and tightened that hurt your neck as well. We're all connected. Everything is connected. Let's go ahead and start with our neck rolls. So on an exhale, we'll drop in our right ear to our right shoulder as we bring our chin to our chest and slow circle your head around. I really thought this would be easier to cue. So your left ear is towards your shoulder. As you bring your head back, again, draw with your chin a circle in the sky. So you're not jamming your skull into your spine. Let's go ahead and roll our necks. Very slowly. And just breathe slowly as you go. We'll do this one more time on this side, and then we'll move to the other side. I find that doing neck rolls slowly really helps. Not only does it help kind of like let your body know it's okay to get into this position, but it also teaches you how to properly, roll your neck. Chin to chest. Let's start to move towards the other side, or reverse direction. Right ear to right shoulder, rolling the head back. Ooh, chin coming up, drawing that circle in the sky. Shoulders staying down. See how my shoulders wanted to come up? I'm so tight. Left ear to left shoulder. Let's go ahead and do this a couple more times slowly. At your own breath. Slow. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can hear all that popping in my neck. Worry causes a lot of damage in the body. Worry is called one of the killing emotions because it really, literally destroys you on the cellular level. All right, go ahead and come to seated. Now let's go ahead and do a spinal twist. Now we're going to stay in Sukhasana like this, easy seated pose. And you're going to take your left hand and you're going to place it back behind you like a kickstand. Just take your left arm and swing it back behind you, right near your, not near your sacrum, but in line with your sacrum behind you. And then you're going to take your right hand, take it to the left knee, inhale, lengthening the spine, and then we're going to twist in the torso, keeping the sit bones glued to the mat. The head is the last thing to turn back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, come out a little bit. Exhale, See if you can turn a little bit more. Inhale, come back to neutral. From here, we'll take the right hand. Switch sides, right hand behind you, kickstand it. Inhale, left hand to knee, left hand to right knee. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist the torso, leaving the sit bones glued or pressing the sit bones into the ground, glued to the ground. As you twist, head is the last thing to turn so you don't hurt your neck. Inhale, come out a little bit. Exhale, twist. Exhale. Come back to neutral. That felt good. As a matter of fact, we're going to do it one more time on each side. So, inhale. Twist to the left. Exhale, release. Inhale, right hand behind you, left hand to the knee. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, twist. Exhale, come back to neutral. That felt nice. My toes are cold. So let's go ahead and get into position to do our flow. We'll come into a tabletop position. And from here, let's tuck our toes. Shoulders over the wrist, wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tucking the toes, sending the hips up and back, downward facing dog. This is going to be the first dog for the day, or if this is your first downward facing dog for the day, let's go ahead and pedal it out, picking up the hands, placing the hands back down on the mat. You can kind of go your hands, pedaling your feet, switching sides, feeling how it stretches. Oh, in the glute areas, I'm feeling it on my hips. So on an inhale, we're going to step or jump to the top of the mat, and we're going to forward fold. I have fuzzies from my socks on my feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pressing the feet so much into the ground, we're going to come up to standing, hands above the head. On an exhale, hands to heart center and forward fold. Planting the hands, we're going to step back into downward facing dog. Dropping the knees. Dropping the chin and chest to the ground, Ashtangasana. And on an inhale, low cobra. Don't crank your neck back. Gaze is slightly at the top of the mat, kind of heavy. On an exhale, downward facing dog. All right. The flow we're going to do as a 1 count throughout the session. That'll be layered in between our standing poses. So, I wonder if we should. So from downward facing dog, let's go ahead and lift the right leg. Tripod dog, really stretching those toes back to that imaginary wall behind you. On an exhale, step that right foot in between the thumbs. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, we're coming up to crescent lunge. Make sure that you're pulling the right hip crease back and the left hip crease forward, keeping the hip square. Lengthening the spine. And on an exhale, we're going to open up and twist over to the right. Really keeping your tummy tucked in here will help with the balance. And pulling back a little bit on the right hip crease. On an inhale, straighten both legs. We'll come to star pose, and we will do this on the other side. So on an exhale, we're going to bend the left knee, and we are going to place our feet slowly and come into crescent lunge on this side. Crescent lunge. And on an exhale, twist, open up, and twist to the left. Next inhale, straighten both legs, come to star pose. We'll kick up a little bit and let's do our flow. Whew! So, let's get into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up to Tadasana. Hands meet above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center as we forward fold. Planting the hands, stepping back to downward facing dog. Bringing our knees to the mat, shifting forward a little bit. Bringing the chest, chin to the ground, keeping the booty high. Ashtangasana. Inhale, push the body forward. Low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. The right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through in between the thumbs. What we are going to do is side angle pose here. So from here, let's go ahead and lift into a crescent lunge. Drop the back heel to a 45-degree angle. And then from here, we are going to place your elbow on your knee, but don't dump your weight into it. Keep it high. Really engage here. Keep the strength of your leg. As we rainbow our left arm over, heart slightly towards the sky, looking up. Breathe here. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back. Downward facing dog. And let's do our flow. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Upward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Inhale, pressing the feet so much into the mat, slight bend in the knees. Hands meet above the head, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Forward fold. Planting the hands, stepping back, downward facing dog. Dropping the knees to the mat. Shift forward, Ashtangasana. Inhale, low cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, tripod dog, and step it through in between the thumbs. If it doesn't get there first time, totally fine. Work your way into that. On an inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, drop the back foot to the mat. at a 45-degree angle. And we will take our left elbow to the left knee, reaching, rainbowing that right arm over, pulling back on the left hip crease, putting a lot of weight on the pinky edge of your foot, your right foot. Heart slightly reaching up to the sky. Having difficulties today doing this video. I apologize, guys. Next exhale, plant the hands, downward facing dog. And we will do our flow. Inhale, step or jump to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Pressing the feet so much into the mat, we come to standing. As we exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Planting the hands, stepping back, downward facing dog. Dropping the knees to the mat, shifting the body forward a little bit, bringing the chest and chin down to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to inhale, we're going to step or jump to the top of the mat. We're going to forward fold, and we're going to come into Tadasana. So inhale, hands to meet above the head. To exhale, hands to heart center. So from here, we're going to do chair pose. And we're going to do actually a chair twist. So make sure your two big toes are touching each other and your heels are out slightly. So give you a really good balance. Also, keep your knees touching each other when we do this pose. On an inhale, let's bring our arms up to the sky, lengthening the spine. And on exhale, let's go ahead and take a seat back. Now, what you really want to do is in chair pose, you want to make sure that you are, the weight is in your heels. And you are literally putting the weight in the bum. This creates a great deal of strength in the legs. Bring your hands to heart center. And I'm going to do it on the left side first to show you. We're going to twist to the left. And as we twist to the left, you're going to press the elbow into your knees. You want to make sure that you're looking up to the sky and you're twisting the torso up towards the sky. Ideally, you want your hands in prayer to come into the middle of your chest. Keeping the hips low. Keep breathing. And if you'd like, you can open up the hands. On your next exhale, we're going to gather that energy up. Come into standing. Hands to heart center. And we're going to do this on the other side. And then we will take a flow. So, kitties are being rambunctious. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, come to seating or sit the hips back. Bringing the hands to the chest in prayer. Exhale, twist to the right. Sitting the hips back. Gaze slightly up to the sky. Elbow pushing into the knees. Knees pushing back into that elbow. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's come to Tadasana. Hands meeting above the head. Hands to heart center. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go ahead and forward fold. Planting the hands, we will step back into downward facing dog, and we will do our last flow for this session. Inhale, step or jump to the mat, or to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pressing the feet so much to the mat, slight bend in the knees. As we come to standing, hands meet above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center as we forward fold. Planting the hands, stepping back into downward facing dog. Dropping the knees to the mat, shifting the body forward slightly, bringing the chest, chin down to the mat. Inhale, low cobra. Exhale, let's go ahead and come into a child. Child is such a restorative pose. Makes me want to melt into the ground. On your next inhale, let's go ahead and come to seated. We'll go ahead and shift over to one side on the right hip or the left hip. We're going to bring our legs forward. And we're going to do another twist. So I'm going to do this head on so you guys can see me. What we're going to do is you're going to bend your right knee, and your right knee is going to be facing out in front of you. And you're going to place your left knee on the outside of the right, or your left ankle on the outside of your right knee, keeping your leg bent. So on an inhale, you're going to kickstand your left hand behind you the same way we did at the beginning of the video where we did the easy seated twist. And so you're going to kickstand your left hand behind you. On an inhale, lifting your right hand to the sky. On an exhale, we're going to twist over to the left as we hook our elbow onto our left knee, twisting our torso towards the left. Neck is the last thing to turn, head is the last thing to turn. And if this is challenging for you, if this is challenging for you to twist that deeply, you can bring your arm around your knee on the outside this way. I don't even know how to explain that. And twist over to the left as well. For those of you who want to get the deeper stretch, you can hook your elbow on the outside. Exhale. Exhale, release. I'm going to switch sides. Now, if you have a hard time bending your knee, keeping it bent, you can also keep your legs straight and bring your right foot on the outside if it's challenging for you to bend your knees. I know I have, this knee gives me a lot of issues. I've crashed too many times on my bike. Boo. All right. So we have the left leg bent, knee pointing out. Right leg is bent, left ankle on the outside of the left knee. Right ankle on the outside of the left knee. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm so sorry. You can tell my brain has been fogged up with sadness. On an exhale, let's twist. Oh, I'm feeling this a lot. I live in a rural area too, so I have property that I take care of by myself, and it's super challenging in the wintertime. And my water pump went out a few days ago, and I had to lift a really heavy door, and it hurt my back. It did a little, and I'm feeling it on the side. Next exhale, let's go ahead and come back to neutral. Now it's time to go ahead and take our Shavasana. Actually, it's not going to be Shavasana. Oops! One more pose. Let's go ahead and find our way to the mat on our backs, laying on our backs. Legs extended out long in front of you. Teeing your arms. I love it. What are you doing, weirdo? I heard you making all sorts of noises. You're such a goofball. But I love you. I love you. All right, so bending the right knee up to the sky, keeping the foot flat on the ground. Go ahead and lift a little bit, because I don't know about you, but I wasn't laying back correctly, and I was overextending my low back. So let's make sure that our low back is correct on the mat. Teeing the arms, right knee pointed towards the sky, foot flat on the ground, and we're going to take a twist over to the left. Now, ideally, you want your shoulders flat on the mat and your knee to touch the ground. If you can't do both of those, make sure that you keep your shoulders glued to the mat. You can use your left hand on top of your right knee to add a little traction and help assist the twist. I'm really wringing out a lot of yuck here. I hope you guys are wringing out a lot of yuck too. Remember to breathe. Inhale, come back to center. And switch sides. Lengthening out the right leg. Bending the left knee up to the sky, foot flat on the ground. Arms are teed. One thing we need to do in these twists too, I keep forgetting to do it, and I wonder why. Interesting. On an exhale, we're dropping the left knee as we twist the body over to the right. You can use the right hand on the outside of that's a pretty fractal. On the outside of the left knee to assist in the twist, keeping the shoulders glued to the mat. And we are going to look over, turning the head over to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And go ahead and extend both legs long. Keep your legs slightly parted in a natural part. Hands meeting on the mat down, not at a T level, but open. We come to Shavasana. Practicing twists really helps to get the fluids moving, and like I said, really move that negative energy and wring it out of the body. When we feel pain and discomfort in the body, it's typically where negative energies have stored themselves. And the more that we can move our bodies and facilitate the twists and wring it out, literally, the more that negative energy can unlodge itself and allow new energies to come in. Not only that, but also with your fluids. We need to get all of those fluids into our joints again and create some movement there so that we don't shrivel up and become some sort of a, I don't know, fragile stick and we can't even bend or move. Hi, baby. I'm sorry. Keeping your eyes closed, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing yourself back into your body. We're going to move. Let's go ahead and bend your knees, bringing your knees up to your chest. Come on, hold period. Squeezing those knees in. You can do a little rock if you'd like to, because that feels good. Kind of massaging my low back. We're going to roll over to one side or the other, keeping your eyes heavy. Next inhale, go ahead and press the top hand into the mat, keeping the eyes heavy. And we'll come back to seated, easy seated pose. Go ahead and flutter our eyes open. Thank you for joining me today, guys, and helping wring out the yuck. I'm definitely ready for 2022. I'm ready to leave this year in the past. But I'm grateful for all the struggles and the things that have made me stronger and have brought me closer to God. I'm grateful for the trials in my life because it makes me strong and appreciate the beautiful things that come. I'm turning into that diamond. It hurts, but it's good. So hands to heart, center. Thank yourself for showing up today. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your practice. Let's go ahead and bring our thumbs to the third eye, and we'll bow forward and say namaste. Thank you. If you guys like my video, please give me a thumbs up or give me a punch. I don't know what the rumbles are. They look like little punches. And if you'd like to, please leave me some comments down below. I'd really like to know if there's some areas that you guys are looking for. I am really wanting to reach out to those beautiful friends of mine that are new at yoga or are curious about yoga, don't really want to go to a studio, but want to learn and get into it in an easy kind of, I don't know, an online way. So if you want to leave some comments below and say, hey, you know what, I'm having issues with neck, my neck is tight, or my low back hurts, then I can focus on focus on doing some sessions, sequences, there we go, babe, sequences that will help in those areas. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can get weekly videos from me so we can get our bodies in shape. One of the things I like to do with my instructor is I will do one session for a week. That's why I've been releasing these videos for a week, because I find it harder that if I do one session, then another session, then another session, I don't tend to build the strength or the fluidity that I'm looking for and the balance. So I tend to do one sequence for a week long so that I can kind of get used to it and start to feel it and really have it feel and move in my body naturally. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. I got a lot of fog brain going on. Anyway, guys, I will see you next.